What's up, y'all? Comic Kid 84 coming at you with a contest entry video for none other than my boy, the man, Big Bear Island Comics. He has a pretty cool contest going on right now. One of the better contest concepts that I've seen. He's a big Game of Thrones guy. I'm a big Game of Thrones guy. And I believe the Game of Thrones inspired him saying, pick your royal guard, right? You have your kingdom. You need to put together a team, a council of 7 elite people to help you hold down your kingdom, right? And the way he kind of explained it, and also the way that I'm looking at it is, we're not just chalking a straight. I didn't just go all powerhouses. You know, building an army is one thing for straight up battle, but you need to pick your royal guard for, you know, your elite members of your kingdom, your inner circle, the council, right? So I got to cover different bases because it's not always wartime. Sometimes you got peacetime. Sometimes you got some diplomatic stuff that's going on. Sometimes you got to preemptive strike a war, right? So my picks are in that vein. He also said you can choose characters from any medium: TV, movies, comics, books, real life, all that. It's all on the table. So possibilities are endless. I gave this lots of thought. I'm still a comic book guy, so you know, it's a good representation of comic book characters on here, but I did mix it up a little bit. Without further ado, let me get to the Comic Hit 84 Kingdom Royal Guard. Coming in at number 1, Professor X, Professor Xavier. This is a clutch member of the team right here. The most powerful telepath in the game. How clutch is it going to be for me to have Professor X out there reading minds out in the world, mind controlling fools, you know what I mean, wiping people's memories, the whole bit. I mean, this dude is going to be a super useful part of the team, you know. And also, he's a professor. He's a teacher. Teacher is in his blood. So, if anything, Comic Kid is for the kids. Comic Kid is for the children. So, I'm also going to have him, you know, oversee a little school, raise some of the youth, and, you know, make sure that part is on point too. So, Professor X is my first slot in my Royal Guard. Number 2, Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho Man is actually a really important member of this squad. You know what I mean? He is but a mere mortal, just barely. He's a man, right? And the role that Macho is really gonna have in this is, one, just a companionship. I want to hang with Macho Man. So I need my right hand man, my you know, a guy that I'm gonna want to spend time with. So I'm gonna want to hang out with my boy Macho Man. But also the hype man, the mouthpiece of my kingdom. When it's time to deliver messages to my subjects, you know, I'm gonna have Macho handle that. Macho's gonna go out, you know, on the soapbox and just announce what needs to be announced. You know, come on, kids. You know, the king's announcing a new order. Yeah. You know, danger ahead. You just hype up the people. You know, when there's holidays and stuff. He's gonna be the man. And if we have to go to war, Macho's gonna be the one that's gonna give the rally cry to get everyone hyped, to clang their swords. You know, we are survivors. Yeah. So Macho is a key member of the team for morale, you know, and all that good stuff. So Macho Man Randy Savage is the number 2 spot. Number 3. Powerhouse. Fun to have on the team. I'm going to add Drogon. Drogon the dragon from Game of Thrones is part of my royal guard. These dragons are intelligent, so it's not this mindless beast. Assuming I can have like the Targaryen connection with the dragon. That's dope. You saw what Daenerys did with that dragon in this last season of Game of Thrones. Drogon the dragon is a destruction machine. That's gonna be my mode of transport. When I gotta get around, I'm gonna be whipping on the back of Drogon. I'm gonna be flying Drogon around. People, if anyone wants to start none, I'm gonna be flying around on a fire-breathing dragon. So I think that's gonna be a clutch member of the squad. Drogon the dragon, aerial, sentry. I'm gonna have him flying back and forth around the gates of the castle, keeping an eye on things, and I'll be riding him around too. So Drogon the dragon, number 3, bang. Number 4, I need someone who's gonna be my tech guy, right? We need to make sure our technology's on point. I'm gonna need some inventions. I'm gonna make sure we're on the cutting edge of technology. I'm gonna need a big brain, and there's one guy who's one of the smartest inventors in the universe. He has the ability to create all kind of cutting edge technology, teleportation devices, the whole bit. And he's got an iron will. The dude is a gangster. My tech genius science guy is none other than Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. Dog, you better watch out, man. Rick Sanchez, he's an outside the box thinker, okay? And he's gonna be right there if I need some inventions in the whole bit. And he's he knows how to think devious if he needs to. And how dope is it gonna be to have Rick? He might turn himself into Pickle Rick, bro. The whole bit. And he probably drinks just as much as like Tyrion from Game of Thrones, so he's probably gonna be liquored up. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have Rick Sanchez on the squad. Bang, from Rick and Morty. Next up, we got someone that I need for the covert missions. This pick will come in really handy because I got Mystique from the X-Men, the shapeshifter, okay? It's going to be very clutch for me to have Mystique as part of the squad to get out in the mix, do the shape-shifting thing. You're never going to know when Mystique is in the room. And also, just on a personal level, maybe we could work something out so that like every Friday night, we can do like a date night and she'll, do me a solid and shapeshift and take the form of all my, crushes from over the years, like season 2 Saved by the Bell, Kelly Kapowski, Stacey Dash from Clueless, stuff like that. All the childhood crushes, Cindy Crawford. And, we'll do a date night, maybe once a week, and perhaps, if maybe even some, consensual romance, if she's up for it. I'm not that kind of king. I'm not gonna, if there's chemistry, maybe I can have a little date night every Friday night with Mystique. But it's aside from that, she's gonna be a clutch member of the squad, getting things done, shape-shifting. Okay, we're down to my last 2 picks. I need my powerhouses, right? I've got all these bases covered for morale. I got the telepath, keeping an eye on preemptive strikes so I know who's plotting on me, who's not. Mystique's out in the field as well. Drogon, he's a powerhouse. But my last 2 picks are just my big guns, okay? First big gun, Superman. Superman is going to be part of the Royal Guard. Do I even need to explain that? Do I need to say any more about having Superman on the squad? The dude's moral compass is stuck on North too, brother. So I got a real solid dude who's going to get my back. And you don't want it with Superman, okay? So Superman's going to be on deck if any trouble pops off. Second, or lastly, the Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer dude. Cosmic powers. Dude is a powerhouse. just picture me with my castle, with Superman and the Silver Surfer flying around the top of it, dude, as sentries, keeping an eye on things. Drogon, Superman, and Silver Surfer are all gonna be flying around protecting the kingdom, dude. Who's gonna roll up to my castle with those three? And I'm gonna be on Drogon's back with Macho right behind me, hyping me up. Get him, So that's the squad. So just to recap, let's hold on. Just to recap, here's the squad. Professor Xavier, Mystique, Sanchez, Rick and Morty, Macho Man Randy Savage, Drogon the Dragon, Silver Surfer, and Superman. That's the Royal Guard. Come at me, bro. Who's gonna assemble a more well-rounded team than that, brother? Look at this lineup. That's Comic Head's Royal Guard. I hope you enjoyed this submission. I did put some thought into it. I look forward to seeing everyone else's picks. Good shit, Bear Island. Subscribe to Bear Island Comics immediately. He's the man. He puts out high quality content, and he's just an all-around good dude. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching. I hope this wasn't too long of a video submission, but I had a lot of fun with it. Peace!